Hi, welcome everyone. It's great to be back for episode 6. I'm Jodie Fielden and I'm joined by my work wife, bestie and business partner, Adri Varga. During these podcasts, we share with you how to turn challenges into opportunities, overcome obstacles, and discover practical strategies to create your success.
Hi everyone and welcome back. Today is a carry on or Today is a carry on from our last episode where we were talking about how to bring change to the hair, beauty and wellness industries and how we can help salon and studio owners elevate their business.
Yeah, we're discussing the three areas most salon and studio owners have trouble with and how they can turn it around. Break the statistic cycle. I'm still tongue tied saying break the statistic cycle, Adri, that states 80%. I know we need to practice them more. So the statistics say that 80% of salons and 81% of studios do not survive beyond their first 18 months of business. So that could be whether they're starting a new business or whether they've bought a business from someone else, okay? And then on average, and this average has been around for 10 or so more years. I've known it since it'd be longer. It must be 20 years because it was this when I had first bought the salon. 50% of businesses close within the first 6 years. And the most heartbreaking part of it is that a large percentage of those businesses who have to shut their doors were actually profitable and all they needed was just some help.
Yeah, absolutely. And the number one thing is a business owner can do when they are struggling is actually to ask for help. And the very sad statistics or the very sad fact is that very few of them know where to ask for that help.
Yeah, all right. Look, that's so true. And I'm going to do the nerd statistics again. So remember when we were doing our Google ads and we were setting up our ad account for that. And so what we were doing, we were searching to see how many people in the hair, beauty and wellness industry actually looked and Googled for business coaches. Do you remember that number? Do you remember the number that
Yes,
it was?
unfortunately, it was very, very low number, and that was less than 200 people worldwide per month were looking for, business coaches. And we are talking about three of the largest industries in the world, and less than 200 business coach searches worldwide per month. That was absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah, it is. It's shocking, and I couldn't believe that it was so low. And it actually brings us back to our topic today, where how we can help salon and studio owners elevate their business and keep their doors open and thrive in all areas of their business. And last episode, we covered the reasons why they fail. And this is, we're moving into part two of challenging the statistics, right? And the first of the 3 reasons, which is actually number 3, was their team. And we were talking about how that influences a business and how a team can make or break it in different ways. And it's not always, hiring the wrong people. Sometimes it's the way that we've actually got the right people, but we're not the right person to be leading those
Mm.
people. And then we spoke about what we can do to change that. And then we had area 2, which was planning and marketing. So that all came back to the social media, how to set your goals. You spoke about how to niche and target your right audience and the difference between value and price based clients and what that means to the business. And now it's the big birther of business, we're calling this one. The number one reason salons and studios are victim to the statistics and close their doors. Drum roll.
Yeah, it is business foundations, and that includes budgets, tracking KPIs, and pricing.
Okay, so basically, the part most creative and holistic and mindful people who go into these industries because they're all very passionate about what they do and enjoy what they're doing. It's the boring bits, it's the numbers.
Mm.
And we've noticed most salon owners who have gone into business because they love what they do and they want the freedom to be their own boss, create their own work life balance, which Adri refers to as work life harmony. Um,
Mhm.
and they want to make the money that they deserve for all their hard work. So, what can someone that has that much passion and commitment do to not become a statistic?
Yeah, the solution is very simple, guys. It's actually education. And when I say education, I mean learning about their business and learning about how to run a profitable business.
Yeah, we always say, like, we've been at a couple of conventions lately where we've been watching both industries. We've been to the hair and the wellness industry conventions and beauty as well, sorry. And
Yeah.
we watch how many owners are in there buying up big on all the latest gadgets, all the newest products. Um, they're talking, you see them when they first get a business, that they want to renovate it and gut it completely. They want to put their stamp on it. They need to have their branding. They need to make their branding known in the market, and they want to do all the training on the latest trends and everything. But there's some crucial aspects I think they're missing here. Did you notice, like, none of them went looking for information on their numbers and
Yeah.
or how to make their business more profitable? And unfortunately, if they don't stack up, then it doesn't matter how, passionate or the profitability, it just doesn't stack up. They can have the passion and aesthetics, they're not going to sustain a business long term.
Yeah, and if you think about, the three reasons, why most businesses are failing, they are none of these are, the reason people are failing. It's not because your business doesn't look like that doesn't look like a certain standard. It's not because your skill or knowledge. Yes, they are very very important. But if you have a look the statistics, the three reasons is nothing to do with that part. What most salon owners and wellness studio owners are focusing on.
So, where should they be focusing on? So, if they're going to learn about their business, what do they need to learn? What exactly do they need to learn about, and where can they start?
Yeah, so the first thing is which we always drive back everyone to, it's building really really strong foundations. And you just need to think about building a house, isn't it? You wouldn't build a house without having a really strong foundation for that house, because it wouldn't stand, wrong or terrific weather conditions. And it's exactly the same for your business. If you are starting building your business from the wrong part of the business, which is maybe pulling the wall up first, or like trying to get some kind of structure without foundation, it's not going to work. And it's exactly the same for the business. And when we talk about foundations, we are talking about some key elements. I'm not quite sure, do you want to start with the first element, Jody?
Yeah, so when we first start, it's going to be about the budget, isn't it? Like, what does it
Yeah.
cost to keep your doors open? You need to know exactly how much you need to make per hour to keep your doors open so that you are able to uh, pay your bills. You need to be able to
Yeah.
pay your bills and pay yourself. So it all comes down to how much money do I need to make? And then step two, Adri, this one's
Yeah,
a
before we get to
big one.
step two, I just wanted to point out, like out of experience working with these business owners, salon owners, like most of us, we are just winging it in the beginning because we don't even have an idea of what we should to track, what we should to measure, and we're working really hard. We put our head down, butt up, like the way you like to
Mhm.
saying it, like we are busy being busy, and we are ending our week not much money left in our bank account. And that's really really a big problem, because we work hard and then we are wondering, like why we don't grow, why we don't have the right money, and why we ending up being almost broke, um, regardless all the effort what we are putting in the business. And this is exactly the reason, because we have a business and we don't know our business enough to be able to run our business. So I can move on to number two. So number two is
Yeah.
basically understanding your in. So now we were talking about what is going out of your business. So you will know, like all your costs. And now you need to
Mhm.
monitor what is coming into your business. And we business owners, we fail to actually track things. we fail to monitor things. We know approximately what comes into our business, but when we go into the statistics and I ask, do you know what is the biggest earner in your business? Which classes are the best money maker in your studio business? Which services are the best money makers? Or, how much money is your business making out of retail or treatments? Then everyone says, like, I don't know. And
Mhm.
this is when it comes back, yes, we need to monitor what is coming in. You need to know what to monitor. And then once you monitor things, then the other challenge is going to be now monitoring everything, but what is this data tells me about my business, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Look, you need that data to be able to have it build the strategy. You know, how we were talking in the last episode,
Yeah.
it's vital to have this. And most people, when it comes to when we ask them for these numbers, they guesstimate everything. Oh,
Yeah.
I know what my budget is, or I know how much I make. And it's, oh, yeah, it's about 3.5 grand a week. Or, yeah, no, it's about this much. And that doesn't cut the mustard. Like big corporations and people, businesses that are profitable, they know exactly to the dime what
Yeah.
is coming in, what's coming out, and what things are getting spent on, and that's why they pay such close attention to it.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was getting a little bit distracted. Oh, Joyce is in the background bouncing around. And Adri's got her Charlie there. I'm surprised she's not there snoring in the background.
Not
Charlie's
yet.
Adriana's bulldog. I'm surprised I haven't heard her today. And my
Yeah.
Joyce, you might have seen me looking around. She's doing her zoomies, so it's all happening here, and school holidays too. All right, let's get back to, so we've got the ins, we've got the budget, which is our outs. Another really good thing that people aren't aware of, that when you see these numbers, you can actually find where your business is um, losing money, and you can plug up that holes, which means that you are making money without actually having to do, like, you're making more of a profit because you're not losing money in areas that it's getting wasted. Now, when it comes to profit, the big thing that everyone's always asking us about is pricing and how they pricing. So what's the
Yeah. And
right way and what's the wrong way?
all right. So this is a really, really big subject, and everyone is asking about pricing. And the thing is, like if you pay attention to Facebook groups, that's actually, 80% of the time people are asking, what do you charge for this? What do you charge for that? And there is a right way and there is a wrong way to do pricing. And most of us, when we start our business, we are actually doing it in the wrong way, because what we do our researches by asking other business owners how much they are charging for certain things. But what we don't realize is actually we can't copy other businesses' pricing, because our businesses are running on a completely different cost, completely different business model. And this is actually the wrong way to start a business. And unfortunately, most of us, we are starting our business either inheriting pricing from someone else or looking around. So, around the area, like Susie has a studio and, like, I don't know, John has another studio, how much they are charging. And then we
Mhm.
base our pricing, logically we think, based on, what others are charging. And then we're going to end up working, and it doesn't work out for us. And we are wondering, like, we are charging exactly the same like others. They seemingly doing okay, but why we are not making enough money?
Yeah, look, that's true. And you see places that are flat out busy, and they're like all the classes are booked, and they need to take on new staff, but they can't find any. They're always running around, but at the end of the day, there's just not enough money sitting there in the bank account, and they're wondering why. It's it's really simple. It's the pricing isn't right, and
Yeah.
more clients does not mean more money. Correct pricing
Hmm.
means more money. Like it
Absolutely.
takes away all that confusion. And, we've been guilty of it ourselves. And then we go, oh, they charge this much. People are going to go to them because they're cheaper. No, people are going to, if you are good at what you do, So if you're passionate about what you do and you're good at what you do because you've done all your years of training, then you are going to be able to price for your value and your worth and stop giving out the discounts because you're trying to get someone else to, attracting someone to come in.
And
And
we need to
even
remember that not everyone meant to be our clients, just to bring it back
mhm,
to this part. Because when you have a business which is really busy and this doesn't make enough money, this is when you don't have really a strategy about who you want to bring into the business. So you try to serve everyone and you have big flow of clientele coming in, but your business is actually not working for your favor. You're going to burn up, your team is going to burn up, and you're going to attract the wrong clients to your business. So that's something what I think it's very important to mention also.
exactly right. And I think with pricing, something that we always talk about is don't assume what someone will pay for something.
Mm.
That's just so rude. Like, really,
Yeah.
I don't want someone to make an assumption about whether or not I can afford to have the facial I wanna have. I don't want someone to assume whether or not I can afford to do 3 classes a week. I don't want someone to assume whether I can afford to have well, don't look at my roots today, but that's because 'cause I'm allergic, not because I can't afford it. Um, but like I want to choose where I spend my money, like I may not be, especially when my younger years, I was a shoe and bag girl. I didn't care about makeup. I was quite happy to just, my skin was really good. So I could wear cheap makeup. It didn't matter. I didn't spend money on my hair because I could do my own hair. But you give me a nice piece of jewelry or a handbag, I will blow my rent money to go and get that. It
Yeah.
may not be the best budgeting sense, but
Yeah.
I did it once and I learned very quickly not to do it again.
Yeah.
But I'll choose where I will pay my high ticket items. And if you think about those men and women that really, their hair is their world. They take pride in how their hair is, or their body, like they spend their money on, organic food, the
Yeah.
right, no toxins in the house and having a functional body. These are the people that, like don't assume that someone won't spend the money because just because you wouldn't spend your money in that way.
Yeah, and when it comes to creating your price, yeah, working on your price is never should be an emotional decision. Pricing is not an emotional decision. It is actually a tactical decision, a strategy decision. And this is when emotion needs to be, removed from when you are working through your pricing because doesn't really matter how much others are charging, but if that ticket price won't get you to break even plus profit, then if you copy them,
Why are
like
you
what's
in
the reason
business?
for you? Sorry,
I said, "Why are you in business?"
exactly. What's the
Yeah,
reason for
yeah,
you to running a business? So that
yeah.
comes back basically, like yeah, running a business is all about strategy, is all about foundation, all about understanding business. And when you are working on your client relation or building your team, this is when more emotions can come in. But again, about business, everything becomes, like structure, strategy, and knowing exactly what you are doing and why you are doing it.
I think a reason why our industries, like the hair, beauty, and wellness industries, why they struggle so much around this is because they're emotional people.
Yeah.
These people are very in tune with their emotions and they're creative. And there's not very many of them that are and able to disconnect from that because we get so involved in our clients' lives. We get involved with hearing about how the kids are doing, the troubles going on with their partner at the moment or how work is. Like we feel like we're invested in their life and we feel like we're part of their family. And at the end of the day, we're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are able to give that service and have that empathy and um, be the best that we can at what we do and give the best of ourselves. But this is a business, and that's why companies and big corporations make money is because they're not running their business on emotion. They may
Yeah.
have their values and their ethics, and their business adheres to those values and ethics and a level of customer service. Um, but the numbers come first. The numbers have to come first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's we went a little bit off track there because I'm very
That's
passionate
all right.
about that.
We always do.
But I guess another thing that I've also noticed is that it's important to get it in the right order,
Mhm.
because I think a lot of business owners, they think that they believe that they need to do their marketing and get more clients and have their team trained before they start working on the foundations. And this is where their business investment strategy is wrong, because it's it's putting the cart before the horse. They wonder why it tipples over or they can't go any further because they seem to have hit the ceiling.
Yes, absolutely. And this is exactly the biggest mistakes business owners come to me with, because they believe they need more clients. And when in fact, they have enough clients, they need their pricing and foundations right first. And that's why they begin to struggle and can't work out why it is so difficult to get to the next level, because seemingly they have clients flowing in, and they do marketing, and they do everything what they can think of, apart from actually working on the business strategically.
Yeah, I'll give an example. Um, we received the email today of someone that had applied for one of our focus business grants, and she said, "Oh, she's got a good salon.
Mhm.
It's not a salon that's struggling at all, but she wants to go to the next level. Like it pays for her mortgage and it's doing okay. Um, she's looking to hire an apprentice and these kind of things, and she's moving away from the salon and she wants more staff to come in. She wants to work less hours, and she's not making enough money, but she said to me, instead of in this email, instead of saying, "You know what? I'll work on my business because I need to prioritize that to achieve the lifestyle and the goals that I want from my business." And she came back and she said, uh, she's not sure about investing in working on a business right now because she needs to, it was some sort of aesthetics with a website. Um, uh, get the apprentice trained up on the floor. Um, she still has to, oh, what was it? It was
She has
something,
to work out her business budget. She said, I'm still
she
working on
has to
my.
working out my business budget, but I haven't had time to sit down and do that. And I still need to have my social life and go out with my friends. And it's like, wow. Okay. Um, Uh, and it's people, there's a big majority, and especially of creatives, that they have way too many, they see the bright, shiny thing, and I'm guilty of this. I see something that gets my attention, and Adriana has to grab me and pull me back into line and say, "No, we're looking at these things here right now."
Yeah.
Or she'll tell me to stop talking to her because she can't hear any more of my ideas because it's taking us off topic. So, but yeah, it's surprising that, I'll work on my training my team member and getting my website right. And it's like, well, you're putting the cart before the horse. And
Yeah.
so I guess in saying that, it brings us to the end of this episode and the topic for our next one, which is going to be, what do I really need to work on in my business, which is Adriana's iceberg method.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? The next episode also ties in with our upcoming salon and studio empowerment training session too.
Oh, it does. Because this empowerment training session is so amazing. And we're using this because we are so serious about breaking the cycle that we've decided ourselves to be helping 100 salon and studio owners over the next 12 months level up into our top 10% club.
Yeah, and you may remember, like if you were here in the last episode, this is our club for all the business owners we help because we have become the 10% top earners in the industry.
Yeah, that's right. And we've been doing this for a little while. We've got a few members up there now. We know that it works, and we want to help as many people as we can because we really are serious about um, breaking the statistic cycle for both
Mhm.
industries. So if you want to learn more and uncover our signature growth techniques and winning formulas, jump on over to our website, focusgdt.com, and register there. You'll need to be quick because the timer will run out and it's only free for a short amount of time and then it reverts to $97.
Yes, absolutely. And also, don't forget about our quizzes. So, we have two different quizzes, one for salon owners, and it's the Mastering Salon Excellence. And when you take the quiz, you will reveal your signature growth formula, and also you will receive personalized salon success quiz report, which is going to be unique to you. And if you are a studio owner, our quiz is elevating your studio. When you take the quiz, you will learn the secret to turning your passion into prosperity, and also we receive your personalized studio success quiz report too.
Okay, well, that's us. We'll see you next episode. And remember, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. It's the same handle at focusgdt.com. Oh, no, .com. It's just at
No, don't go.
focusgdt. I'm so used to saying that for the website. I'm
Yeah.
shocking. This whole DJing thing. I need lots of practice. At Focus GDT is the handle for Facebook and Instagram. And we'll say goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now, guys. Bye.
Bye.